have any questions?
Hello, people.
Hey, happy Sunday.
Yes, Sunday, welcome.
Sunday
Hello.
fun day.
Hello, lovely people.
Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in.
For those getting out of church, because I know churches,
Y'all went to the early service?
went to the early service or
Yeah, not 11 o'clock service, but y'all still in there.
Yeah, y'all better not be on your phone at church, okay? Because that's not cool. Don't do that.
Don't do this.
yes.
Well, we just wanted to come jump in and say hello and kind of recap and close out. And, you know, this weekend we were on location. Once again, shout out to our girl D So Pretty, holding it down back at the homestead for us. But we're closing out this weekend in Brunswick, and when I tell you, it has been an interesting weekend in Brunswick, Georgia.
Interesting is not even, I don't know if that's a good word to use.
We've learned a lot about ourselves.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Listen,
What was
learn
the
about
theme?
ourselves, learn a lot about
Each other?
and I think we learned a lot about going to different small towns. There we go. I'm gonna say small towns.
Yeah, so, yeah, this has been a very unique experience. And so, one thing I said is that God will allow you to see that you are who you think you're not. And let me run that back in this respect. You know, we feel
Yes.
like we are healing. We're all, you know, that's a big thing now. That's buzz in this healing, and we're thriving and we're overcoming and we're working on ourselves, and you feel like, oh, I'm at this spot, I'm evolving, and then something will happen to snatch you back to a place you thought you had traversed through before.
Right. Yes,
and
right.
was
Overcame
successful
and
at.
successful
Like,
at.
oh, I'm calm, I meditate, I pray, I do all of that, burn incense, you can do all of that and be snatched right back to your hood rat days.
But that's, you know what? That's the devil working his worst, right?
Is it?
They say when you at your best, the devil will come in and try to sneak in.
Or when you ready to go
And
to
you
that
ready
next
next level, he gonna test you, and he gonna come in and try to snatch you back to where he don't want you to be.
But, you know, I always hear this. We give the devil way too much credit.
yes.
So what
I
if this
agree.
is God seeing if we're ready for that next level?
Oh,
Like, you know, these are tests that God might be giving us to say, you know, I want to take you here, but are you ready to go there? Are you ready for these
Yes.
doors that I'm about to open for you?
Let's see.
Yes.
How many times are you going to pass the test? Take the test.
Right.
Until you pass it.
Right.
And so here's the thing that people don't understand. They think that they get to a point of growth or a point of healing and they're done. Healing and growth is a journey, not a destination.
And it's constant.
It is
Constant.
constant. So you, even though you take that test and pass it,
Yes.
you're probably going to get that test again, and it's going to come in a different way to see how you react. So let's bring you some context. Let me give you some substance and layers to this. So I have a horrible temper. I know this about myself, and people are watching like, what?
Not her.
No, for real, I have a horrid temper. You know why you don't know that? Because I don't allow myself to get to those.
there
I
no
know my
more.
triggers.
Yes,
I
exactly.
know all of these things. But let me tell you guys, this weekend tested my gangster. You understand? And so sometimes you have to learn to let things go. And I think that was the theme this weekend. Power was one of them. And stay tuned because we have a episode coming up chock full of everything that
Yes,
you need to
please
grow
come.
and get to the next level. But I took a test twice in the same weekend that touched my triggers and my temper. I'm here to tell you I have CPTSD along with some other letters, right? And so I was truly triggered, and I was within my rights to react negatively.
Facts. Yes,
Just
I
So
did
let me
the
just
same.
tell you
You were.
something. Let me tell you where mindfulness enters the group chat. In the moment when you're triggered, because your triggers are your responsibility, no one else's,
Man.
right?
Ooh.
Nobody can make you mad. You know that you feel it coming up
Right.
in you.
No,
and you have a
I get that.
choice,
Yeah.
Right?
I
So
just
your
never heard
triggers
it.
are your
like that.
responsibility.
Yeah, I've never heard it worded that way. Because yes, it is definitely on my responsibility. My responsibility to know I'm getting triggered, to voice that I'm being triggered, and to
Absolutely.
walk away from me being triggered.
Absolutely.
So I get it.
Absolutely. And I fought my entire life, right? So in the moment, mindfulness enters the group chat when you have a decision to make. So the first time, a deep breath in the moment slowed everything down so I could think clearly and make a decision. Now, let me just tell you, my decision might not have been the right one because I was choosing violence, but here's what your tribe does. Your tribe sees you and they can come to the rescue, or they can support you when they see that you may be weak. So in this situation, my tribe circumvented what could have been a very, very different situation. Okay? Now that second time, it was like, okay, you passed this one? All right, let's turn up the heat a little bit. Let me turn it a different way.
And it was definitely turned
A different way.
Way different.
And see how you react here.
Right.
Now, I'll tell you the truth, and we'll get to that later on in the stories or whatever, but I felt like I failed. I felt like I let my tribe down. I felt like, here's the reality of the thing. I don't care how much you pray, how much you meditate, how much oil you sling around. You can slide around like a fish or a piece of chicken in chicken grease. It does not matter. It does not matter. Those things don't matter. You're still going to have a test to see how you react. And so that second time, I felt bad. But here's the truth. I'm a human.
I'm about to say
I'm a
why.
human, and you have to give yourself grace.
Like, you did not let us down any which way. Neither one of you let me down, and I'm speaking as facts. Y'all handled that situation with grace, the best that we could have handled that situation. Now it could have turned left. Like,
and
me,
right.
Listen, it could have turned left. Like, I know me, just like you, I have PTSD. Like, I know I'm triggered quick, right? But rational decision, I got two people that are mad and frustrated. I gotta react, right? Security mode kicks in, like, nah, we leaving, like, let's go, like everything happened, right? So I don't feel like you let us down in any way. So I don't want you to think that, because I don't feel that at all. You handled that with grace. You knew what it was. You took yourself out that situation and knew what you needed to do. You as well. Like, it was not your fault at all. Like, there was nothing there that was your fault.
It was just lessons.
It was just lessons.
Just lessons.
It was a way of, you know what? Be mindful of your surroundings.
All the time.
Be mindful of the people that are around you.
All the time.
All the time.
And that's men and women.
Right.
Especially if you're in a different place or a place where you're not known. You always have to be mindful of your circumstances. We live in perilous times. Okay, and people are very reckless with everything, with their own life. So you can't expect somebody to care about your life if they don't care about their own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is just like, this entire weekend was growth. It was lessons. And so here's the thing. Know, and here's what we want to come and tell you today. Know that when you're on that ladder to evolution, when you're growing, when things are going well, and you're on the cusp of that greatness for you, it's like a woman in labor. Push through. Push through, because no, it's getting harder just before that baby head crown. So you got all kinds of stuff coming up against you. Push through.
And
We
even
try
once
to
that baby
avoid
get
it.
here, you still got a journey of
Yes.
Ups and downs. It's
and
never-
But push through, because that's the
Exactly.
release. And
There's
that
gonna
gives
be
you that
bumps
beautiful
and curves
thing.
and mountains you
Yes.
have to climb, but you know what? As long as you keep going through, you won't see the Graceland at the end of it. You won't see that pasture. It's gonna be
Yes.
amazing.
And it's going to be a blessing.
Yes.
But just know, when you are leveling up, things are going to come to say,
Yes.
hey, you remember this? Let me see, can I snatch you back down?
And you know what's crazy? And I gotta give it to the seeing people. This is why I said earlier, like, the people there to stand up for what was right.
Yes.
And was just like, nah.
And these
you
people
don't
that know
do
us
that.
from a can of paint
Yes.
and rally.
You don't do things like that. Like, y'all some good women. Like, you don't do things like that. So, yeah, no. I
'Cause your
think
light
I
gonna
gotta give
shine.
it to them. Yes. Those
And that's the
people
other
there
thing.
was amazing.
That is the other thing. Where you go, who you are, goes with you. My mother used to say, if you have the same problem everywhere you go, you're taking yourself with you.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's also, I think, surrounding yourself with those people. Because what if that same situation happened last night and one of us was in a place where we didn't care? And we're like, we're just going to pop off and we're going to put everybody else in jeopardy. Because if they take one of us, they might have took all of us.
Going to have to.
So, the people, you got to make sure your circle and your tribe are people who are going to be level-headed when you're not.
Yes.
Right.
To be like, you know what, this is not worth it. And I know where you're at right now with your emotions. So let me try to get you out of this.
And y'all did that. Y'all did that. I bet they learned something about me. They was going to learn something today, whether they knew it or not. But it was kind of today.
I was like, she that
Yeah,
real
definitely that
OG. No doubt, like,
Yeah.
I'm still
real
a
OG
gangster.
right there.
I wear
Yeah,
dresses, but I'm
definitely.
still a gangster. Don't get it
Yeah, no,
twisted.
it's there.
And that's the thing. So here's the thing, y'all. And we talked about this in another podcast about that parts work. My protectors are part of me. So a lot of people, especially when they get in church or whatever, they're like, oh, I'm changed, I'm this, I'm that. Step on a church person, brand new shoes, and see what you become, everything but a child of God. You know why? Because although you have gotten better and you have evolved and you have grown in areas, you're still who you are.
Yeah,
And those
your
parts
core
came
can't
apart
change.
for a
Right.
reason.
Yes.
And what you have to do is embrace them
Right.
all. So I am articulate, I can speak, I'm educated, I sing, I can do all of these different things. I'm a hood rat too, by choice, right? By experience.
Yes.
I'm a gangster by experience. I'm a felon by experience. That has not left me. And how I survived in the streets from 13 on, that didn't leave me.
Right.
It now, while I may be in the back burner
rooted
because I
you.
have stability, it's still there. So y'all see now how quickly you can be snatched right back to that thing and what you thought
Right.
you weren't. That's the protectors coming out. But you have the ability to make a choice. Before you do any and everything, you have a moment to take a breath and decide, am I going to choose violence or I'm going to choose freedom?
And it's thinking before you react. Just what you're saying right now, right? Think before you react.
Right.
And I'm a testament to that. Listen, I was a reactor before I thought, and now, the older you get, you change and you want better and you want more. You know what I mean? So change is part of life. And if you're not changing and you stagnant, then you ain't elevating. Elevate. Like, everybody wants to elevate. We all need to elevate. So change what you're doing, because what you're doing is not working, so you need change.
And control what you can control. You cannot control what people do to you.
Yes.
But you can control
Control
what
yourself.
you do to
Your
people.
reaction.
And your reaction.
Your
and that
reaction.
choice you make in that moment is your decision on what's going to happen next.
And
That
that's
is
what you're
not nobody
responsible
else's.
for.
Right.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not responsible if you nasty to me. I'm responsible for how I choose to respond to you. And I'm going to respond to you in love, but love might look different. Love last night might have been me bopping somebody with a pool stick. Okay? Because they needed to learn a lesson. But you know what the greater lesson was?
Lord.
Walking away with my femininity intact,
Yes.
knowing that I had people around me that took care of it. Did I have to do anything? Not a thing. Not a thing.
Not
But
a
calm
thing.
down.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
But
this weekend was about growth,
lessons.
about finding your voice,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
About asserting your power in a positive way,
Yes.
and about community. And so we want you to stay tuned
Sisterhood.
because you're going to
Sisterhood.
see a lot more of that growth. And this is what strong friends do. They support each other. And that's so important. Don't fake the funk. Either you are or you not. But you see, my mama used to say, and yes, y'all gonna hear all of this. My mama used to say when I was ironing my clothes, because y'all know I hate ironing. Girl, that's not clean. Yes, it is, mommy, it is clean. No, it's not. Put that iron to it. Put that heat to it. You'll see. And I did and hit that armpit and like it killed myself because no, it wasn't clean, right? So if you want to know if somebody's serious about you, and this is whether it's a male-female
heat to it,
relationship or whether it's a business relationship or whether it's friendship, put a little heat to the situation and then see a little pressure and then see how the people around you react. And if they don't support you, they're not your tribe. Cut it off and move on until you find your tribe.
Right.
The last thing I really wanted to say was, you have to understand as you're growing and evolving and choosing differently and choosing yourself, that whatever light that you carry and bring with you, you know that's going to attract like-minded people, right? But it's also going to attract people that need that light.
Yes.
So this is why you have to be very mindful of who you keep around you and know who they are, because if not, you'll be surprised or caught off guard by those that are just there because they need the light, not because they're good, they're dark, and they need the light.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Stay grounded, stay prayed up, meditate, be mindful, and always consider in the moment that you have a decision to make, and what decision you make will choose which way you go.
I'm gonna ask that too. Like you said, just meditating for people means different things, right? Meditation for you may be something different, maybe something different. My meditation is sitting still. I need to sit still, and I need to think about the situation. I need to think about life in general, and to me, that helps keep me grounded, because
That's
to
called
me, when I sit
contemplation.
still, and when I sit still, things come out in the light. Everything you do, people's true colors come out. You sit back and observe and just wait. It'll come out. You'll see who they are. Like, period. A person, a situation, it all come out to the surface where it needs to be, right?
Yes.
So I
If you
100%.
patient.
If you patient, patience.
We rush into
Rush
everything.
Listen, God has showed me taught me a lot of patience in the last couple of years, because Lord knows.
Yeah, I think meditation for me is the gym or working out, because it quiets my mind.
Yes.
And in that moment, the only thing I'm thinking about is what's in the moment. Like me
Right.
working out, what work am I going to do? What muscle am I working? And then once everything has done and that adrenaline is gone and that serotonin is gone, I'm like, whew, okay, now I can go back to think this, and I have a clearer mind with thinking about my decisions and hearing like the voices, God's voice, or, just somebody telling me, okay, you're calm now, you can hear clearly now. Now I can hear clearly, because those voices, boy, I'm telling you, it's about 8 of them up there.
Right, and that's it. And they're not
Especially
all
for
your own,
overthinker.
and that's not all your own voices.
Right.
That is the sum total of all people who
People
have
in my life.
spoken into your
Yes.
life and spoken over your life.
Yeah.
So when I hear people saying, "Oh, he gonna be bad," don't say that.
Right.
No, stop pronouncing things over these children.
Yes.
Right. Be very mindful, and that was another thing. Be very mindful what you speak. Also.
Yes.
There's the power of life and death in your tongue, and that is real. That is
Guys,
real.
I'm
We're in
so-
a time when things are manifesting quickly.
Yes.
So
Man.
you've got
Very
to be
quickly.
very mindful of what you think. Guard your mind and guard your mouth. Right?
Yeah, and I'm so excited. Y'all definitely need to tune in. I think
Yes, we got
this
a lot of stuff
weekend,
coming.
this location we were at, this episode we're gonna drop soon. Like, I'm excited about it. I think it opened my mind to a lot of things, like what you speak into existence, like a lot. Your words are powerful.
Right.
So I'm excited about it. You guys definitely need to tune into
And
this
it's only
one.
March, and we have so much things that we're
Yes.
bringing to you. Like, there's so
Yes.
many great things that are coming.
Yes.
So I
And
think
for you men, we definitely need to bring you in. We're gonna do some good stuff for you guys.
We've got some
I'm
plans
excited.
to
We
bring
have
our
some
brothers
brands,
in
yes.
and support our brothers, because this is not just a podcast for women. This is holistic,
Yes.
right? And while we are focusing on our community and those people that look like us, that does not exclude anyone else. These tenets,
Yes.
these precepts, these are for everybody. These are for everybody. And our reach, what we intend to do is reach as far as we can, because each one teach one. The more you have a gift. What did Valerie say? You have gifts and talents.
Yes.
A talent is a thing you can learn a talent. Or was that Reagan that said that?
No, Reagan
But
said
a
that, yes.
gift is to be shared with other people. And so what we are seeking to do is share our collective gifts, and so that we can put that, because if I touch you, then now you have a piece of my light. And I touch you, and you have a piece of my light. And now you going, and we all doing that
Yes.
and spreading it, right? So that's how we make the world better.
Yes.
Okay, and shameless plug, this is one of my t-shirts, y'all. So don't forget, this is the birth of Aquaman. That boy gonna help, that boy. So this is one of the commemorative t-shirts from the Alabama Brawl, because we almost had a Georgia one, but that's a whole nother story, yeah.
man.
And so look out for the t-shirts, look
Yes.
out for the events coming.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
Nikki Fitness has a challenge coming up. Look out for the Pretty Palace events with Dee.
Yes.
We're all going to be working together. The podcast events that we have, Words Which has an event in May, a Mother's Day tea, and I can't wait till we do the appreciation for our brothers and bring them in because it is important. I don't care what social media is telling you. Black men and black women are allies. We are friends. We love and support each other. And just because those other podcast bros are louder or those other bitter broads are louder, that doesn't mean that they are the only voice. We are here to tell you that we are operating in love for all of our folks, and we just want to bring it in for a positive move. It's enough negativity out in the world right now. We need to collectively get together and love. Because love wins in the end.
And I just want to say before we leave, we appreciate y'all for following us on Instagram. We're almost at 100 followers on our IG page. But let's run these numbers up on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. The link is in our bio. Links in our bio for our Facebook, our YouTube, and the Instagram. So make sure you go to Instagram. And if YouTube, follow us. Tell a friend to follow us.
Yes.
And let's get these numbers up on there.
Each one, reach one. Okay, like, share, subscribe, follow us. There's so much coming, and we're continuing to evolve. So thank you for supporting us. Thank you for those of us like, oh, y'all gonna pop off? Y'all gonna pop up another one today? And so this was just us wrapping up this weekend. We do have an episode dropping today, and we hope you enjoy that. And Dee, we about to come home.
We got so much to share with you.
Yes, get the tea ready. It's hot and piping. So we'll see you later.
Thank you guys.
Thank you again. Happy Sunday. We about to get on the road, so traveling mercies for us. Back home safely. Bye.